Everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be showing you how to build and upgrade the ice staff in the brand new map, The Tomb in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies. First thing you want to do is make it to round 8. At round 8, a shock mimic is going to spawn. When you take him out, he's going to drop a monocle. It's a gold item. You want to make sure you pick that up. And that's going to be your first piece of the ice staff. Now, to get our other two pieces of the ice staff, which we will need to complete this Easter egg, you will need to shoot the etheric lanterns around the map to guide them to either tombs or Neolithic catacombs in order to reveal symbols similar to Roman numerals. So it's going to be 1 through 10 or I through X. If you're not familiar with your Roman numerals, I'm going to put a chart right here. You can take a screenshot of it to help you out. All right, so these rooms can be done in any order, but in tombs, you want to move the etheric lantern until it is in front of the left mural depicting a bull. The etheric lanterns are the purple fire crystal looking things hanging around the map. If you shoot them, they'll spawn in a different place. So what you need to do is shoot them until they spawn in the rooms that you need them to spawn in, which are these two rooms with the murals. All right, once you have the etheric lantern in the proper spot on the left side of the mural depicting a bull, you want to shoot the 8 symbols in numerical order to create the Taurus constellation. Doing so is going to trigger a lockdown event with 5 waves of enemies, including Doppelgast and shock mimics. Once you've taken out all the enemies, your second part to your staff is going to spawn, and you're also going to get a max ammo. All right, now next in Neolithic catacombs, or where you see the archer, you're going to move the etheric lantern until it's in front of the wall. You'll know it's in the right place when you see the symbols glowing, and you want to shoot the 10 symbols. Now there's 10 symbols in here in a numerical order to form the Orion constellation. Again, doing so is going to trigger a lockdown event with 5 waves of enemies, and when you're done with this, you're going to get the headpiece for the ice staff. Now you have all 3 parts for the ice staff, and you can go build it. So now what you're going to want to do is you want to go back into the dark ether. You want to go right up to the top of the hill to the wall, go right to the middle where the hole is, hold down interact. All your ice staff parts are going to spawn in front of the altar, and it's going to trigger a lockdown event where you'll need to protect the staff from enemies. So this is like a minute or two. It's not hard, but it's not easy. So kind of make sure you're ready for it. Maybe like a Casimir or some decoys, or make sure your loadout is leveled up. Just make sure you're ready. You're going to have to take on a decent amount of zombies. You don't want them to do damage to your ice staff while it's crafting, or you'll fail it. You'll have to start it again the next round. Once that's done, you've crafted the ice staff. All right, this next step, upgrading the ice staff, is a little tricky, but if you just have a little patience, it's no big deal. All right, using the Staff of Ice, you need to rapidly shoot and freeze 3 purple etheric lanterns in 10 seconds. And then you'll get a very British quote from Archibald. Now, you're free to do this however you want, but I've done it like this and it works very well. I try to line my crystals up where the bull statue is, where the yellow door is, and right outside where the yellow door is. So once you see them start spawning in there, just don't shoot them. Just go around the map, shoot the other ones till they all spawn. So all you got to do is just figure out a place where you can see a lot of the lanterns in a row, like you have good line of sight, because the ice staff will shoot a long ways. And then just go start shooting the other lanterns all around the rest of the part of the map until they start spawning there. Then you can do like I do, bam, 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 and knock this out. Just a lot of people in my chat have said they had problems with this, or this was really frustrating, but just pick a spot where you can see a lot of them and start shooting them in the other places of the map, and they'll start spawning there, and you'll have 3 in a row. You need to hit all 3 of them and freeze them within 10 seconds, and you'll get a super British quote from Archibald. After you get your quote, you'll know you've done it correctly, but you want to head back into the dark ether nexus, and you want to look up in the sky. There's going to be 3 floating rocks with specific symbols on each one. You want to take your ice staff and you want to shoot each of the rocks, and that's going to lower the rock down. Now you want to remember or write down what order you shot your rocks down in. So the first one comes down, that's going to be your first symbol that you need. So you're going to have to do these symbols in order. So remember, pause the game, write it down, take a note, take a picture, something. Whichever one you shoot first is going to be your first symbol, second is your second symbol, the third is your third symbol. Once you've shot all 3 of those rocks down, you're going to notice one of the 4 doors in the dark ether is going to lock itself. What you need to do is go out of the dark ether, out of one of the other 3 doors, and then make your way to the locked door on the side that's not in the dark ether. you're going to see an array of symbols on the door. Now you need to shoot the 3 symbols in order that it gave you in the Dark Aether. And this is going to reopen the portal. Now this has not happened to me, but you need to check the floor in front of the portals. If you don't see any symbols, then you have entered the wrong symbols and you will fall to your death when you enter the portal. Before you go in the portal, what you're going to have to do during this step is follow an orb around and do a soul box. So go pack a punch, go upgrade your rarity, go get some armor, grab some perks if you need it. This isn't super hard, but it's not super easy either. All right, so once you enter the portal, you're going to be teleported to the Dark Aether Nexus. You're going to be standing on top of a rock and an orb is going to be in front of you. Go ahead and interact with that orb. You're going to drop down to the ground with the orb, and the orb is going to start to move around the Dark Aether. Like I said, it's a soul box. You need to stay close to the orb, taking out zombies so it'll move. You don't want to get far away from the orb or you'll fail this step. If you're doing this with a team, all 4 of your team members need to come through the portal at the same time, be in the Dark Aether at the same time, stay around the orb. And the orb is going to go around the map and kind of go back behind the altar and then come up and it's going to go in front of the altar. And if you do this correctly, you'll see the altar power up and you can walk up to it with your staff of ice and interact with it, and that's going to upgrade your ice staff. Now it's called Ull's Arrow and it's so powerful. All right, a couple of things you need to know. Now you have a charge shot, so you can hold down right trigger for 2 or 3 seconds and you shoot an ice blast at the ground, and any zombies that come within a few feet of you get instantly frozen and taken out. It's super powerful. If you hold down left on the directional pad, you can use the alternate function, which can revive your teammates from a distance. So it basically shoots a revive at them. Having like a revived sniper rifle in the game is pretty cool. And that's how you build the staff. Guys, if you found this video helpful, please hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe. Think about becoming a member or a channel supporter. It helps me out so much. I appreciate it so much. But thank you guys so much for coming and checking out the video. I hope you guys all have an amazing day, and I hope to see you on the next one.